Hey y'all, it's Tyne from Wildflower Crafts. Welcome in. I am crochet artist and a pattern designer. If you don't know who I am, so I have a market coming up next month. It is currently August 10th. I have a market September 19th, and it's a pretty big one. And I don't really have like any stock for it. So I need to get a lot done. But with how much there's so many options that I want to do and things I want to make that it just becomes very overwhelming for me, and I have a hard time picking what to make. So I figured I would turn it into a pretty cool crochet challenge where I roll like D&D dice to decide what I'm going to make. So I did, starting out, make I have 20 options here, so I'm going to roll a d20, and then depending on what the option is, I have subclasses that I can roll, like either d6s or d10s or something for, to decide what I'm going to make. It is 9:30 at night, so whatever I get tonight, I'm going to work on while I'm in bed, and then work on while I'm at work tomorrow, and then hopefully come on tomorrow with an update, and then we can roll for the next one. So let's get rolling. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to show you what I roll. I'm going to roll my little crystal cup. It says crystal energy and good vibes. So I'm going to roll in my little cup here. Rolling, I got shiny green d20. So roll d20. Ooh, 11. Adventure time. Perfect. So I have 10 options. I have Finn, Jake, Fiona, Cake, Marceline, Bubblegum, Lemon Grab, BMO, Hambo, and Gunter. So I'm going to roll my cloudy blue d10 to see which one I get. Oops, and it flopped right out. Hold on. Well, I'll get that after. I'll use a different dice. Apparently that dice didn't like me. Alright. Number 1, Finn. Perfect. Number 1 guy. So I'm going to work on him today and tomorrow. And see how it goes, and I'll come back in tomorrow with an update. Hey everyone, it's Tyne, coming on with an update from the project last night that I picked. So I rolled for a crochet project, and I got Finn from Adventure Time. So I did not show, I wonder if I could pull up the pattern. I'm not going to right now. So I did have the pattern, what's it called? Finn the Human. It is called Finn the Human. Okay, perfect. So it's Finn the Human by RageQuit_crochets on Instagram. I got this pattern because I did test the pattern. But this is the body. I finished the arms as well, and then they have to be sewn on, and then the face. It does come with a backpack as well, which I may or may not work on tonight. If not, maybe tomorrow. He's very quick. I would say in total, hour and a half to 2 hours. I mean, it really wasn't that bad. I feel like I could have got it done a lot faster, just had a lot going on. It's been a full 24 hours since I picked him last night, so it definitely took me longer just because like I had to work all day and it was extremely busy at work. Usually I can get a little bit in at work, but today was not the day. But yeah, so I'm going to sew him together. And then I'm going to roll for my next project, so that way I know what to bring with me to work for tomorrow, and hopefully give you a little bit of an update. So let me get to going. Okay, so he is all done. Just got to do his backpack, which I'll do later on. But he's so cute. To be honest, I haven't made him since I did the pattern test. I don't know why, I just haven't gotten around to it. But he's so cute. I love him. Alright, so pattern number 1 is done. It is time to roll for my second one. I'm super excited. I hope it's a good one. I kind of hope it's one I have never done before, because I do have some of those on there. I think I'm going to go pink dice. So, I don't know if you can see, but it shows a 9. So number 9 is, oh, Stitch. Ooh. Okay, so he doesn't have a subclass, it's just him. Let me pull up the pattern real quick though. Oh, it might be on my other phone actually. Okay. Yes. So it's this blue alien pattern by Crochet Grove. Oh, that's so exciting. Haven't made I haven't made too many um stitches, and when I have, it's been like little ones, like mini ones. So I'm kind of excited to start this and do this. This is gonna be fun. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but I'll try to come on tomorrow afternoon with an update. Try to get as much as I can done. Hopefully good progress. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Hey everyone, I'm back with an update. So I started my stitch the ears last night. I unfortunately didn't get to work on it all too much like during the day because I had a lot I left work early. I was extremely busy at work and then I left work early to take my girls to get school supplies and get my daughter's haircut and everything. But I did. It is 9:45 at night. I did finish him. The only thing I have to do is his nose, which I was gonna wait and buy some felt and because it's supposed to be felt, but I think I'm going to embroider it on with the color of the paws. And then he'll be all done, but look, he's so adorable. So this pattern is by Crochet Grove. It comes in the option to either make him stand with his legs down here or to sit, but I figured, I don't know, I like the way he looks sitting. So he came out super cute. Definitely a lot more work than Finn. It took way longer than Finn, but of course Finn was pretty much no so other than the face, and the arms. Um, but pretty much all of Stitch was like sewing. And then I added the eye patches because she originally had the eyes as felt pieces and the nose. And I don't have felt. I don't like working with felt. I don't like putting felt on plushies. I don't know. To me, it just doesn't look that great. Plus, I'm not really great at cutting it out evenly. So maybe that's why it doesn't look great for me. So, I just like quickly crocheted up some patches and used safety eyes. And I think he came out really cute. And I think I'm going to embroider the nose. Um, but yeah, so now I want to crochet for my next project, which I probably won't start until tomorrow because it is late. But I'm going to roll my D20. Well, Digital Circus. So yeah, just so you know, I did roll 12. So I got the Digital Circus. Let's see, where are you? All right. Excuse me. I got 6 patterns: Jax, Pomni, Cane, Gangle, Gummigo, Ragatha. I'm hoping these are smaller patterns. I'm not gonna lie. I've had 2 pretty big patterns. I'm ready for a small pattern. But I got my D6. Hopefully it doesn't jump out at me. Number 5, Gummigo. Ooh. So this, I believe, is a YouTube pattern. Who is it by? LittlePinks, I believe, has one. I have it written down here, so I think, let me pull it up. Yes, okay. LittlePinks. She has like all the patterns. Oh, here's Gummigo. Oh, um, I don't know if you see that very well. He's gonna be cute. I think he's gonna be pretty small. Honestly, I kind of really want to do all her patterns, but I'm gonna start with Gummigo. I might have to figure something out with the eyes because it's all white eyes, but I'm sure I'll figure that out. I can also paint them, so I'm not too worried about that. But I'm kind of really excited for this one. It is smaller, so it's a break from the big stuff that I've been making. But yeah, I will get started on that tomorrow. I think my kids are gonna go crazy when they see that because they're big Digital Circus fans. But yeah, this will be fun. I can't wait. So I will see you tomorrow with an update. I wish I could get more like video of me crocheting, but it just, by the time I get done my first project, I only have enough time to real quick record this, and then I should, when I get home and if I'm still crocheting, to record it, but I'm not really great at doing that. I will get some crocheting clips of me crocheting in there somewhere. I promise. But yeah, I will see you guys all tomorrow for an update. Night. Hey Al, sorry, it's been a hot minute since my last update. So I believe I left off with picking the Bug Knight from Hollow Knight and then Rick from Rick and Morty. Um, I Here's the Bug Knight. I have not done his eyes yet because it calls for felt and I have to go get some. So, but he's done otherwise. Love it. Honestly, I hope I get Hornet so that way I have matching characters. But he is one of my favorites. Rick, I am not done with. I did set him aside because he is a task. He's this is what I got done so far. The head is it's just a lot. So I set it aside. My kids did pick roll a couple patterns for me, so I just set that aside and like moved on. So they rolled and got Ragatha from Digital Circus and then Choco Cat from Hello Kitty. Which Here's Ragatha. I just got to figure out if I'm going to sew down the hair or glue it down. Right now I have it pinned, so I'm undecided on that. And then I, of course, have to get felt to do her face because I did not realize her features were done in felt. Not my favorite thing in the world. So she is there. I'm have her sitting in front of me because the more I look at it, maybe I'll figure out if I want to sew down the hair or glue it. Maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. Um, Here is Choco Cat. I don't know if he's so black. I don't know if you can see it, but I do have to add. I think I'm going to embroider the yellow because it does call for felt. Um, which I don't have, and I hate using felt. I do not really like putting felt on plushies, but some things, like with Ragatha, I'm gonna have to because of the type of eyes, the way it looks. Um, oh god, this black just holds all the fuzzies. This white was supposed to be felt, but I managed to crochet it instead, which I like a lot more. This is supposed to be felt, but I just chained a bunch and attached. But he's super cute. My daughter keeps trying to steal him. Um, I am going to roll for my next two patterns. Well, actually, how many patterns we are? Did I show you? So this is Gummigo. I did finish him. Super cute. I painted the eyes, but they were not like the paint was just not holding onto them very well. So um, I had these white ones and I just painted the back so it was all white. Sorry if you hear the noise in the background, it's my daughter. Um, but so Finn from Adventure Time. Finn from Adventure Time. I had Gummy Goo. Um, Bug Knight. Choco Cat, Ragatha, Rick. I feel like I'm missing a pattern that I rolled for and did, but maybe I didn't. Oh, Stitch. That's what it was. He's not here currently. I have him in my market bag, because I did put him out at my last market. He did not sell, but there's time. So yes, so we got like 6. I think my plan for this video is to do 10 total, so I have 4 more patterns. I can't count. 4 more patterns I'm going to roll for, so I'm going to roll for my next 2. Let me get my dice out. I probably use a different dice for every time I roll. Alright, so I got a purple dice with gold lettering. I'm hoping. I realize that some of the patterns I did are kind of like big, not big, like Ragatha is technically small. I noticed like Ragatha is small, but there was a lot to it because of the hair. Um, so like every project so far has definitely taken some time. The quickest one was, of course, this guy, but he took a while for me because I was waiting for the eyes. But I'm hoping maybe I always have this habit of when I make patterns, I always make them super big. Even if I'm like freehanding it, they just come out real big. I don't know why, but hopefully maybe I can get a decently small pattern so it's quick. Let's see. All right. Ooh, okay. 7 is Fortnite sprites. I got number 7. I don't know if you can see very well, but so 7 is Fortnite sprites, which I have been creating my own for a while. So I got 8. I need a D8. D8, I'll do another, like it's purple and blue. There's a couple I'm really hoping for. Ooh, 6. So I got 6. I don't know if you can see it very well. So 6 is the Fishy Sprite. So I'm excited. Let me show you the one I already made. I'm going to make another one. So this is my Fishy Sprite. Oh, his mouth is a little crooked right now, but this is my Fishy Sprite. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to. These ones I am making for a plushie drop that I eventually will do. And then, so this one I make can be for my markets, which will be cool. So I'm going to roll for one more. I have like a dark brown and purple one. The lighting in here is awful. And you know what? Actually, that Fishy Sprite, I might make a mini version because I was talking to my daughter about how I made all these big ones and I wanted to make mini versions of them all. So I'm wondering if I'll do that. We'll see. Because I do want it to be kind of like small-ish because you know, I only have so much time. So I don't want to put all my time into big things. Plus, when it comes to markets, a lot of people gravitate towards the smaller, cheaper things. So I want to definitely have a good variety of small stuff too. Ooh. Ooh, Super Mario. I don't do much of him, but I got 6 options, so we're gonna do with a D6. 3. Mario. All right. So I'll have to look up a pattern for him. I'm sure I can find. There are these. They're like, are they called Pocket Pals? I'm not quite sure. I'd have to look through my Etsy. I had them saved. But they're like almost like snugglers where the body isn't stuffed and they fit in your hand pretty much. I have them saved on Etsy because I've been wanting to get them, and that there's a bunch of different patterns by them, like in this style. I wonder if I can pop it up. I don't want to do a big thing, because everything so far has been decently sized. I don't really want to do another one, but I got to. Oh, see, that's cute, and it's small size. I'll have to look at that after. Um, but yeah, so I will be back on with an update once I finish the Sprite, and Mario, and then I'll come on and pick my last 2 makes, and then that will wrap up this video. I'm really enjoying this. I think after I finish the 10 patterns, I'm going to keep rolling for crochet because one, it also helps with my indecisiveness because there is a lot of patterns out there that I really want to do, and I just been dragging my feet with doing them, and this helps me like do them. So I really do enjoy this a lot. So probably will continue this until at least I got a good market stock going. So thank you so far, everyone who has followed along so far. I do appreciate it. This video can be a little all over, I'm sure it's a little all over the place. I am pretty hectic sometimes. But yeah, I will be back with an update once I'm done my next two pattern. Hey y'all, it's Tyne. I'm just coming in for a quick update. So I realized after hunting through and looking for patterns for Mario, I cannot find any that aren't like gigantic, and I don't really have a lot of time and I don't want to make a gigantic one. So unfortunately I had to take Super Mario off the list for Roll for Crochet. So I just replaced it with Maker's Choice. Um, so I'm gonna re-roll instead of making Mario because I've like looked everywhere and there was only like one pattern that I kind of liked by that was like a small like a decent sized Mario and it was over $10 and I'm like I'm not gonna spend $10 on something I'm gonna make one time. So unfortunately I cannot do that. So I did update some of these, sorry, to make them more gaming. Like some things I had on there that were just anime, not games. So I did update it. I put like Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, Pikmin, Gorilla Tag on there. So I'm gonna re-roll and see what I'm gonna be replacing. The Super Mario one, couldn't figure out another gaming thing, so I put Maker's Choice. So that way I can kind of decide what I want to do. So we're gonna roll with shiny green. 8 is Stardew Valley. Okay. So, I'm probably just because I don't know. I think I might do that blue chicken that I see everywhere, but hold on. Let me just see. Oh, Junimo is from Stardew Valley. So I'm actually gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna make this specific one, but I think I'm gonna make Junimo depending on how fast, 1, how fast of a pattern. I might even do the chicken again and the chicken as well. So, cool. All right, cool. Um, So yeah, I will work on that. I worked a little bit on the Fishy Sprite. Am making a mini one. Because I decided I was gonna do like a plushie off with these guys, but I decided I'm probably not. I just don't have the time to finish all the ones I want to finish. So I think I'm going to bring these to my Game Fest. And then whatever's left, if I have plenty left, I will do another plushie. I will do a plushie drop after that. But we'll see. So I'm making a mini one, or attempting to, anyways. Because I think those will be cute. But yeah, all right. So I will be back with an update once I finish the Fishy Sprite and the Junimo. Hey everyone, so I'm back with an update. I really liked how these last two ones came out. So the first one I did was Junimo from Stardew Valley. Um, it was a pattern by sorry, let me pull it back up. Who are we by here? It is, oh god, I don't know if I'm gonna say this right. Maikoko.studio. MAIKOKO.studio. But it's, I don't know. My lighting in here is so poor. But little legs, little arms, little leaf. But yeah, he came out so cute. I don't know what it is. It's a fruit of, I think, of some sort. Super cute. Bigger than I was expecting, surprisingly. And then the second one was a Fishy Sprite. So this, like I've shown you, this is my big normal one that I made. Super cute. I didn't want to make a second big one. So I decided to make a mini version, free-handed it. And I love him so much. I'm not gonna lie, as I was making him, I'm like, this is not gonna turn out good. I thought he was gonna be so bad, but I kind of really like him. The Fishy Sprite, if you're familiar with Fortnite, is kind of dorky to begin with. So I think it worked out perfect, but here he is. He is so freaking cute. Oh my god, I love him. Camera does not do him justice. He's cuter in person, I promise. Definitely dorky looking, but he's cute and I love him. So I really enjoyed that. I really like the small versions. I did the big versions of the most of the sprites. I think I'm gonna have to go back there and do mini ones now because I'm kind of enjoying the mini ones. And it's like completely no sew all of it. The only thing I do is I sew in the ends for like just the top hat piece, honestly. But okay, so next on the agenda is my last two roll for crochet patterns. So I made a list of the ones I've already done, so that way I don't lose them. I will probably continue this afterwards. We'll see, because I'm really enjoying the rolling for crochet. But let's roll for my next 2 crochet patterns. Do a pink dice. Oh, a 1. 1 is Pokemon, right? Yeah. Ooh, I've not gotten 1 Pokemon. I've been really surprised. So I'm gonna roll another d20 because I have 20. Actually, let's see. Do I want to do? I wonder if I should just do 10. Stick with the 10 I have because those are a lot. I'm gonna roll a d10, just curious to see what I get, honestly. This dice might not be a good one to roll in here. Diglett. Okay, that's not a bad one. I'm curious. Now I'm gonna roll a d20 just to curious as to what I would get. I can't see. It's funny because I rolled earlier just messing around and I kept getting Chansey. I am probably gonna end up making her, but I think I'm gonna stick with the Diglett for right now. Because it is a smaller pattern, so I can get it done quicker, so I can end this video because I feel like I've been dragging it out a little bit. I was gonna write it down, but I don't know where my pen is. Here's the pencil. Okay, sorry. So Diglett, and let's roll for the second one. So I'm gonna do a nice pretty green d20. 17. What is 17? Oh, for those of you can't see it very well. It's so bad. The lighting is so bad in here. Oh my god. 17 is Animal Crossing. Okay, that's another new one I just recently added because someone mentioned that would probably be a pretty good pattern. So I need a D8 because I got 8 different patterns. I have Timmy Nook, an Island Life Pear, and Island Life Peach. Town Hall Doggy is what the pattern's called. I'm not very familiar with Animal Crossing. I've never played it, but I've seen a lot about it. I got a Squeakoid, which I thought was kind of cute. I don't know what it is, but there's a red owl, Filbert, and then Gulliver the Seagull. So roll the d8. Ooh, 8. Gulliver the Seagull. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. I hope I do it. I'll let you guys know if I fail. Gulliver. Alright, let's see. I'm going to pull up the pattern so I can show y'all what it is. Thankfully, I went through and I actually saved this pattern, I believe. Yes. It is... Maybe. Let's see. Hold on. It's YouTube by Club Crochet. I don't know. What? It says Club Crochet. It's a YouTube tutorial. Though the way it looks. So this is. I'm not familiar with Gulliver the Seagull, so I'm gonna have to look it up. That's the pattern I originally found. I'll look into it a little bit more, but if I can't find a pattern, I might have to choose one of the other Animal Crossing guys. And then Diglett. I have a couple different Diglett patterns. One is a really small one, which are really good ones. Quick, easy, but there's one that's slightly bigger that I've been thinking about trying too. So, this one's a new one. It's called Diggy Dude by Nerdy Peach Stitches. Might try that one. That one I have not tried, but I think it's very similar to one of the ones that I have had before, that I made before. The other one is, sorry, my brain is getting sidetracked. this is the one that I did. It's Squid Crochets. That's the pattern I made before, very quick, and I think it's very similar to that one probably. But there's a bigger one right here by Jolly Beans Creative. It's a lot bigger. As you can see, the picture shows him like filling her whole hand. So, do I want to do a big one? I might do a couple of the small ones, I think, honestly. Let's see. It does get pretty big. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the one I've done before, which is the Squid Crochets, which is cute. Alright, so I will get started on that, and I will be back with an update from the final results. And then we'll kind of look back on everything that I made so far. Mind you, to be fair, some of them are unfinished because they need felt, and I don't have felt. Oh, not yet. Anyways, I am planning on getting them, but I'll get it. But either way, yeah, well, I'll be back with an update. Thank you so far for following along. Hi everyone, it's Tyne. I'm back with the last update. So we left off with I had rolled and got Diglett, and then Gulliver the Seagull from Animal Crossing. So first one is, of course, Diglett. This is by squid_crochets. It is a free pattern on Instagram. This is pretty much my go-to Diglett pattern. Usually they're mini, but I did it in Sweet Snuggles because I realized after I rolled for it, I'm completely out of any kind of light brown. All my browns are fairly dark. And I needed like this shade of brown for him. So I decided to do it thicker yarn. So he did definitely come out bigger. About the pretty decent size, but it was still super quick, super easy. Enjoyed doing it. The second pattern though, not quite so much. So it was a video tutorial. It was a free video tutorial. I found it through Pinterest, but it's on YouTube. It's under Club Crochet is the one who posted the video, but the pattern is by SirPurlGrey. They do some kind of collaboration or something, and he does the videos for it or something, but I don't like video tutorials because I'm a very fast-paced crocheter. I'm pretty fast, and I have my own pace I like to go at, and usually video tutorials are very slow because obviously they're teaching you how to do it, so they have to be. But this one also, the way they did it is kind of way different than how I would. I'm definitely a person who prefers to do the head and body all at once, sew them together, and then do all the pieces and sew them on after, where they just kind of did it like differently, where they crocheted the head. No, they crocheted the eyebrows first. That was the very first thing they started with. Weird to me. Then they did the top beak, bottom beak, and then they did the hat, and then they made the head, and then they had you sew it all on together before stuffing it. And they pretty much did this, I mean, kind of the same thing with the body. They did the body though, then the feet, wings, tail, and then like a scarf. And they wanted you to sew it all on the body before you even stuffed it, before you attached it to the head or anything like that. Definitely not how I would have done it, or how I prefer to do them. Honestly, we'll probably never make this pattern again, just because it took a lot of time. I mean, unless someone specifically asked for it, then I would probably go in, write the whole pattern down, like do another watch through, write it down, so that way I could do it at my own pace in my own different way. Of course, this time I didn't know how the pattern was going to go, so I had to do it the way they were doing it in case like something was crocheted on and I didn't know about, kind of thing. But of course, no, everything was sewn. Every single thing was sewn on. Definitely probably won't do it again regardless. If anyone ever asked for a Gulliver the Seagull, I'm sure I could probably figure out another pattern to do to make it easier and just make it look like him. I don't know. But either way, here he is. I did do the eyes a bit differently. They wanted white felt around the eyes, which I felt like was redundant because it's literally a white face, and I feel like you would barely be able to see it. Plus, I don't have any felt right now, so. One thing I didn't do, I may do later, but honestly, I'm kind of at the point where I want to be done with it, is they had eyelashes embroidered on. I'm not sure if I will do that or not. Honestly, like I said, I just want to be done with it. It took me all day today I actually started it the other day, and then I took a break from it because it just, so I try to I think I'm over it because I forced myself to get it done today, and I had, literally before I started today, all I had done was this top beat and the eyebrows. So yeah, it was a lot of work. And so I'm kind of tired out. So maybe that's why I'm feeling the way I am about it. I still think he came out super cute though. I'm hoping that if I do get any more Animal Crossing patterns that they're not as difficult as this one. I'm sure that, to be fair, I found one other pattern by SirPurlGrey that was free on his blog. So it probably could be pretty complicated, but I think that one's more of a written, it's not a video, so maybe we'll see though. I don't know if I'll do any more Animal Crossing. I do kind of want to because I know it's a popular game, but I don't know. Another thing that I'm actually kind of excited to tell you guys about. So you know how I rolled and got Super Mario, I got Mario, but I couldn't find a decent like pattern that I liked because I didn't want to do a big pattern, and all the big ones I found, like, one, they cost money, but also they weren't that great, the free ones, and I didn't want to do a big project because most of these projects that I got were a decent size and took some time. But I did end up breaking down and spending money and buying a little Worry Friends. Um, so they are Worry Buddies. Um, it's Worry Plumber Bros by KnottyCreations. So the pack, it was over $10, but it came with 4 different characters. It came with him, Luigi, um, Yoshi, and then the mushroom guy. I'm sorry, I don't know his name. So I mean, it was worth it. It was worth the price, but um, I do want to make Yoshi and the mushroom guy. Probably will never make Mario again. He just not my favorite character to make, but these are super cute. I love these Worry buddies, actually. I got Mew as well, so I will definitely be making a bunch of those, and if I get the money, I will be buying, because they have a bunch of Pokemon and other characters. I will be buying more. It does call not to stuff the body, but I did put a tiny bit of stuffing in. I don't know, I like the little bit of stuffing. But they're so tiny and they're so cute. And I love it. I do love it. Definitely want to get the other patterns that she has. She has so many. I highly recommend checking her out on Etsy. It's KnottyCreations, Knotty. She has Pokemon. She has like Shrek. She has, I think she has Nightmare Before Christmas, if I remember correctly. She has regular animals. She has so many of these Worry Buddies, and they are so freaking cute. But yeah, I did want to update you guys because wasn't able to do it, but I did it. I'm proud of myself. So I do want to go through the patterns that I did on this challenge, and then also kind of like tell you about them and how I felt about them and who the creators are, because I want to make sure to give plenty of love to the creators because they worked their butts off to do these patterns, and I appreciate every single one of them. So my first one was Spin the Human by RageQuit_crochets. I love this pattern. It is so quick and easy, simple. Literally, you just sew on the arms and the face, but it's literally the easiest thing. The only thing I have left to do is the backpack, which is super easy. And I'll make sure to get that done before my Game Fest. I also plan on making Jake to go with him. I also kind of want to do Fiona and Cake as well. The only thing is that it kind of sucks, and I wish she would come out with them, is I wish this creator would come out with a pattern for Fiona and Cake, because I would love them to be similar. But I know pattern creating is work. It's a piece of work. So I know it's not that easy. So I do have a couple patterns by them, but so they'll definitely come out different sizes and more than likely, but it is what it is. I do want to try them out though, because I think they'd be really cute too. But I do love him. Highly recommend getting him and Jake. Jake, literally, he's so quick. So quick. I kind of wish I did him in this video just so you guys could see, but I highly recommend going and checking him out. The second pattern was my stitch. The pattern's called Blue Alien by crochetgrove. I did embroider the nose, as you can see this time around. He was cute. Definitely work. But he's definitely cute. I do like him. Maybe if I ever do make him again, I'll try him in the standing position, because this pattern came in 2 different positions. Yeah, he wasn't too bad. Yeah, a lot of work though, I'm not gonna lie, with the color changing and everything, but it really wasn't that bad. The feet, I think the part I dislike the most about it is the ears, and that's why I don't make too many stitches, is because I just don't like doing ears like this. But, I mean, it really wasn't that bad. It came out amazing. Easy pattern to follow. Crochet Grove. Go check her out. My next one was Gummigo by LittlePinks. I did put him together. I don't know if I ever showed him after putting him together completely. This is a free YouTube tutorial, though I will warn you, it is in Spanish. She does have a PDF pattern version to buy on Etsy, which I did end up having to do it because the video tutorial had a typo in it. So it was a little confusing at first, but when I got the pattern, the written pattern, it made more sense. Very quick. I'd say low sew, because literally all you have to do is sew this on the head to the body and the hat. Everything else it's so quick. It is so quick. It's so worth it. Highly recommend. Super cute. My next pattern was Bug Night by mariemigurumi. Mariemigurumi. Sorry, I don't know how to say it. It's hard. So Bug Night. I'm waiting to get felt to finish him. Super cute. I love him. I think out of all these patterns, he might be my favorite pattern. And good news, because I'm still rolling for crochet, I rolled for Hornet. So I've been working on her as well. So I'll have both of them. And I do plan on doing a lot like the grubs, and there's like little hollow husks. I don't know what they're called, but I definitely want to do all of the Hollow Knight stuff pretty much. I really want to do the grubs and get jars and put them in jars. I think that'd be really cute, and I think a lot of people would really like that who are familiar with this. The next pattern was Rick, which of course I never finished. I'm hoping to be able to finish him. I just don't have the energy for how much work it is to put into him right now. And I realize legs are on backwards. But yeah, maybe I'll get him finished before Game Fest. We'll see. He's not high on my to-do list because I want to stick to more of the gaming and Pokemon and stuff like that. But we'll see. The next one was Ragatha by LittlePinks. This is another video tutorial. This one actually was in English, and it was a lot easier to follow along. I still haven't done sewed the hair down. I think I'm gonna glue it, but I gotta get the glue when I get the felt to finish her. She was quick, other than the hair, any hair, as if you know, takes forever to do. But it is a very simple, quick, easy pattern. I think they're all gonna be. I really want to try out, like Kane and Gangle and them. But we'll see if I get to them before my Game Fest. But yeah, LittlePinks. I definitely recommend checking out all her videos. My next pattern was Choco Cat by Sunny's dot crochet. This guy. I keep forgetting that I have to embroider the yellow, and I realize I never put his tail on. Not that you can see he's so black in the camera. I even put him out at my craft fair this past weekend, not even realizing, but it's okay. Nobody came anyway, so. Sunny's, SUNNYS .crochet. This is a free pattern on Instagram. Quick and easy. It's definitely sewing, obviously. But he came out super cute. I do like him. My next pattern is Junimo by Makoko.studio. I'm gonna butcher all these names. He's so cute. Got the little feet. Came out definitely bigger than I thought he was going to, but I don't care. He's super adorable. This is a Stardew Valley pattern. It showed a pink and a green version, but of course I did pink. But yeah, I actually just recently found more Stardew Valley patterns that I could, if I roll for them again, I at least have more options other than this and the chicken. So, but yeah, he came out super cute. I did really like it. Sorry, that sounded like I didn't. Definitely took a hot minute because how big it turned out, but it was super easy. The only thing I actually So these actually called to crochet and then sew them on, and I just surface crocheted them on. Same with, well, these I sewed together, and this part I sewed, but the arms and legs I surface crocheted them on, because why make it more difficult than it needs to be? My next one is a mini Fishy Sprite, which this is by me. I freehanded it. Super cute, dorky. I definitely, after looking at it more, there's some adjustments I want to make. I want to do things a little differently if I ever make him again. Like decrease some rows, make this thicker, this band thicker, I think. Do something, maybe something different with the mouth, make it more like a sewed on mouth or something. Or I can do the mouth separately and then crochet it on. But it was just a quick, easy thing. I think he's adorable and dorky. I love it. He looks well with my big one. And then, of course, Diglet by Squid_Crochets. Definitely recommend. And then Gulliver the Seagull by SirPurlGrey. And then, of course, Worry Plumber Bros by KnottyCreations. So, in total, we'll say 11 and a half because I never finished direct. 11 and a half patterns, I'd say 2 weeks. Just because I dragged my feet on a lot of them, but I also had a lot of other projects outside of this challenge that I had to work on. Like I'm still working on. Somebody traded me a lot of stuffing. A lot of stuffing for 3 medium-sized patterns. They weren't specific on the patterns they want. They just said they wanted it for a boy and 2 girls. And gave me their ages. Didn't give me much to work with, so I'm figuring it out, but I've been working on that. I also have a cat hat, a one-eared cat hat that someone wanted me to make for them. I'm finishing that up tonight. And then, what was it else? I kind of did something for Natalie in the midst of all that. And then my own little projects here and there that I've been wanting to do. Like I started the Hornet. I rolled for crochet for some other things, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So I definitely could have got this all done within a week, but I did drag my feet on a lot of it, I'm not gonna lie. I also kind of went into a depressive, like, I don't even know what you call it, like mood for a little while, where I had no motivation. Like I didn't even want to go to work. I know I called out one day, and I probably would have called out more, but I forced myself to go because I can't afford to do that, because I don't want to lose my job. Like I'm kind of losing motivation on crocheting. Like it's been really bad, but I'm trying to fight through it, try to do these fun little challenges. Kind of helps keep me motivated and keep me out of my like thoughts, and you know, I really did enjoy doing this. This was a lot of fun. I felt like I got a lot more done had I not done this challenge at all. And I'm definitely going to keep doing it. I did make a spin the wheel version for some of the patterns to kind of like break it up, so I might do that for a little bit and then switch back to the roll for crochet kind of thing. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm trying to only do, if I roll for crochet, do 1 or 2 at a time, because I feel like if I just roll a bunch and pick a bunch of patterns, it's going to overwhelm me. So I'm trying to do only 1 or 2 at a time. I did roll for Hornet. Actually, my husband rolled for Hornet, sorry. And then I think I got Chansey and a Pikmin. I think after I'm done Hornet... Oh, actually, Kirby. I am doing a bigger Kirby. That was a spin the wheel thing. So actually, I'm doing Herbert and Kirby, and once I'm done that, maybe I'll do the Chansey and Pikmin. I might not. I don't know. I might just re-roll that or respin that before doing it, because I don't... Like I said, I only want to do 2 patterns at a time, and I don't want to, like, overwhelm me. And if I have that on my list to do, after still trying to work through the 2 I'm doing, it might, like, be a little too much for me. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping to be able to get to it, because the Chansey pattern is a huge Chansey, and it's a free pattern. I do definitely want to try it. But I might wait a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Thank you, everyone who has made it this far. I do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Any little bit helps. Helps get my channel out there. Helps. It's very helpful. I love all the support. I appreciate all of you. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.